I'm curious about the spiritual journey of your character, Clavius, and we see it kind of a retrospective journey, him retelling. Do you feel like that at the moment of the culmination of the film, has he already reached a point of conversion, or do you think that journey is just beginning at that point?
Well, I think this is going to be a good discussion and dialogue with all the audiences having witnessed the movie. What is the impact, and clarifying for them which moment of the film has Clavius taken on the spirituality and the impact of what he's witnessed. My personal sense is that the idea that he has safeguarded Jesus's disciples out of the danger zone, which is Rome, and the hunting that is taking place for the lives of these disciples, that he safeguards them to have the word and Christianity get out to the rest of the world, should indicate by the actions that he feels very much connected to what he's witnessed. But I think the enormity and the truly awesome enormity, we use the word awesome like anything, the sandwich tasted awesome or the drink was awesome, but that's really not the context it should be used. It is in sense of witnessing a deity, and that is what that truly is awesome, and the impact of that witnessing will go on for a lifetime for Clavius. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. So I don't think I can pinpoint exactly where, but I think it's happening all the way through after he leaves the room in which he sees Christ, the man he had just a few days ago put to death. He's trying to intellectualize it, but he can't. It's beyond the sort of mental faculties, and he's already going into the spiritual realm.
So you mentioned the mental and the spiritual. The film has so many different components, the physical, that mental, almost detective component of Clavius's role, and then the clear spiritual journey that he's on. Which one of those was the biggest stretch for you in terms of your preparation for it and kind of coming to terms with that part of the character?
Well, for me, the preparation, connecting with Clavius was really through visceral means. I trained with gladiators, modern-day gladiators, to really understand the ethics of warfare and fighting techniques. I read a lot about the Roman philosophy, gods, their religion. I built up and prepped his world, so I knew that it would come crumbling down. But the biggest thing was really not having to act, but just react to the enormity of the events that took place in the middle part of the movie. So my preparation was building and conditioning him to such a degree that then we just watch how that condition crumbles.
And the final question relates to the topic of mercy. He, I believe, is on a journey of mercy from a very challenging position in the beginning to a person of real merciful choices in the end. Just say a few words.
That's very interesting,
Mercy.
yeah. I think there is a huge amount of mercy. He is a man that has spent his life in the army dealing with death. He has put thousands to death. He reeks of death. He wants to get out of death. He wants to retire, get to the Senate and have a farm and get out. I think that he gets a second chance, and I think he becomes he's a trained killer, and he is merciful at the end. I think he is so affected by the events that there is a moment at the end of the movie, or certainly when he's confronted by his Roman aide Lucius, played by Tom Felton, that he could put him to death, and he doesn't. I think the events are so much that he is a changed man. He would never kind of take a life again, I think. So there is that merciful redemption.
Thank you.
Sure.